ustedes.
Hat backwards? Nah. Not cool enough.
Oh shit, it's recording.
Oops.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back, and welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be installing
Blackvue black box dash cam.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what this is probably one of the most handiest things.
What a dash cam in general.
A dash cam in general is always a big plus for any vehicle. You want to tell them why?
Any kind of collision, if you don't have that camera and it's out of your favor, you're gonna lose regardless. Especially if it's a rear end, it's always gonna be your fault. Example, the other day my buddy got a crash, no camera, and destroyed his front end, and it's his fault, even though the lady slammed on the brakes because someone ran the red light. There's nothing he could do. If he would have had one of these, he would have been fine, but he didn't, so it's our turn to get one.
Exactly. I do want to give a big thanks to Blackvue because, of course, I made this product to go ahead and try out and review. We did receive the 4K, I believe it's the new dash cam that's out right now, which is the 4K. Inside, they also included their Blackvue Ultra Power Battery. So I am going to open these up and show you exactly what's inside. But like I said, overall, having a dash cam, and like he said, is super helpful in case of a collision or if something were to happen. Another good reason to have a dash cam, it doesn't even have to be this one specifically. I'm just saying, like, in general. Another good reason is if you do like any rideshare, pretty much like Uber, Lyft, or even maybe possibly a taxi. It's always good because if you have one that's facing inside the cab, you know, say they were to hurt you or anything like that, you have it all on video. So it's always good to have a handy dash cam. Of course, I haven't tested this one out yet. That's why we're going to install it today. And in the next video, it's not going to be in this one, but in the next video coming up, we're going to be doing a full review on this product and also on the Blackvue Power Magic Ultra Battery. So we're going to be doing a product review in the next video, like I said. So for today, what we're going to be doing is pretty much installing both of these right here onto my 2018 Toyota Tacoma, which is the 4K UHD dash cam from Blackvue. It is the Dr900S-2Ch channel. And then another thing is we're also going to be installing the Blackvue Power Magic Ultra Battery B124. When you purchase dash cams from them, you do not need to pick this one up. Pretty much what this extra battery does, why I'm saying is you don't really need to purchase it, because honestly you can install it just straight with this, but this thing's seriously going to come in handy for if you do valet a lot, like VIP parking, or if you go to Disneyland a lot, or just any theme parks or anywhere that you park your car and you want it to be secure. What this allows is for the camera to keep running even though your vehicle's off. It starts pulling battery from this. Always good to have this bad boy here. But of course, it's going to be for an additional cost. So just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get to the install. And we'll show you exactly what's inside. And we'll show you how to install it on this specific truck. It is going to be similar probably if you get it for your own vehicle. But today we're installing it on this specific truck. And like I said, stay tuned for the review video.
So, as you see, it came with the front camera and the rear camera, which is good. That way, in case someone rear ends you, you got on film too. It's a front camera, 4K, Ultra, Full HD camera. Has its own little lens thing. We'll get to that later. And then we got the rear camera, little itty bitty thing, same thing, little lens on it.
Just to note, and this is based off of what I've heard and what I've seen on reviews. These are a professional setup as for a dash cam.
So you got the quick start guide, pretty much. Sure, it tells you install, what goes where, what does what, the app, all that stuff. And then down here you got your little accessory box. You got your cables, you got your micro SD, you got your micro SD card reader, you got a bunch of different mounting stuff.
I do have the 32, you're not going to be able to see it on camera, but I do have the 32 gigabyte setup, so just pointing that out there because there are different setups. Of course, the more gigabyte that you get, it's going to be more expensive of a camera.
And then it comes with your power cord, and then it's got your cord that goes from your front camera to your back camera, same port. So you only have one power cord, but you got this long cable that's got to run from front to back.
As far as the battery box, they do offer, I believe, 2 different types. The one that we have is the Power Magic Ultra Battery B124, which is for fast charging, long lasting, and expandable, meaning you could add more batteries to this. So this is really going to help you out if you have the parking mode on, meaning when your car is parked, you can also record. So say you take it to valet or anything like that, this is seriously going to come in handy. So we're going to go ahead and show you what's inside of this.
Here's the battery stuff.
There is 2 methods of installing this specific camera with the battery pack. There is one that you could just connect it to your cigarette lighter, or the second option, for a more professional option, if you dare to do it, you could just hardwire it right into your vehicle.
Here's your battery.
So it is a compact little battery, not too big. You could probably put this in your glove box or just hide it somewhere.
Yeah, and it's just got the ports on it. You got your expansion, so you can add more batteries, your dash cam on, off, and your power, all that good stuff. So right now we're going to be doing the dash cams. Obviously, we're going to do the front one first. Probably your best thing to do before you install it is look it over, kind of get familiarized with it. I just found this is the lens cover. And then this, and it's saying open. I couldn't figure out what for, so I popped it open. That's where your SD card goes. So you can put that in there and close it back up. And another thing you want to do is figure out where you're going to put it up. Are you going to put it in the middle or what? Or up here?
There is like little, you can't see it right now because it's a little overexposed. Let's see if I can show you guys. Okay, there it is. There's little dots on my truck right here. So pretty much where we're going to set it is right under that. Just that way it's not recording dots all the time. So that's the best spot we figured out for this 2018 Tacoma. Your car might be a little bit different. So just like he said, figure out a spot where you're going to be mounting this. And it is a double-sided tape, correct?
Yes, double-sided tape right here. And that's just part of that set of mounts. There's other mounts too. But they all seem to be just double-sided tape. Yeah, all of this is double-sided tape. It does come with an extra one in case you decide you want to move it. Okay, so after you figured out where you want to put it, you're going to want to figure out how you're going to run your wiring. Since we're putting next to the mirror, there's already wiring up here, so we're probably going to run along with it and then run it through the back and down the A-pillar or something. Just so you get that clean, so that you don't got lines of wires running down your windshield and look kind of funky.
I mean, if you want to be ghetto and do it that way, you also can do it. But the way me and Ben's Tech like doing installs is the clean way. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to do it as clean as possible. And yeah, of course, there's going to be footage at the end of the video. So stay tuned to that so that way you see if it's worth your money or not. And if you have a specific vehicle like this, you may want to stay tuned to see exactly how to install it on this specific vehicle. I'm sure most cars are going to be kind of the same concept. So yeah, if you want to keep on watching.
Power cable.
That's provided in the same dash cam box, correct?
Yeah, correct. So we want to see how long it is, but just looking at it, it's probably 10 plus feet long. So that's a good thing, so that way you're able to run it. Next part is you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna figure out how you're gonna run it. Most likely we're gonna go from here. We're gonna make it clean and go down underneath the dash, up through the A-pillar, back up and around. I know it's kind of a hassle, but rather look nice than look all tacky.
Exactly. Especially when you're messing with a new car, you don't want to really look all funny looking.
Probably going to have to tuck a bunch of wire because, like I said, it is pretty long. So what we're going to do is just hang a little bit here and kind of figure out our route and just kind of maybe hold it there for now. Just so we can
of course, yeah, like he's saying, right now we're just kind of smudging it in there. It's as you can tell, the wire's still hanging. We're not going to leave it like that. We're just kind of test fitting. That way we see what's going on and how we're going to rewire everything. Yeah.
Just in case you guys are going to put it in a certain spot where you can't actually hide the wiring, it does come with these little clip things. You clip it onto the wire, double-sided sticky tape it to wherever you're going to put it. So that's a good thing. Thank you, Blackvue, for that. That helps out a lot. As we know that the cord's long enough, we're going to go ahead and stick this on now. First thing we're going to do is take all this protective plastic off. There's a bunch on there, which is good. Oh, it's nice. It looks good. There's some there, some there. And then we're also going to put our SD card in. It is provided. Blackvue does recommend only using their SD cards. Like Jesse stated earlier, it is a 32 gig.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
God damn it. Put it in there, just one spot. Only goes in one way. Make sure it clicks in. What you did, close that back up. Simple as that.
So one thing to know, if you do use a different memory card, it's going to void the warranty, so you want to avoid that. Just use their memory card that is provided. So if you want to get a bigger memory card, of course, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but it'll be worth it in the end if you ever have to warranty this product.
We are going to take this off.
The double-sided 3M
Just
tape.
the red.
Off the bat, when you take it out of the box, it's pretty nice looking sturdy product.
Yeah, it is. Okay, and then like I said, you're going to find the spot you want. You just want to push it on, just hold it onto the window for a few seconds to make sure it doesn't come off. And then obviously you're going to adjust your camera so it's looking ahead. After you get going, you can adjust it even further so you know how it's facing. So I know it's hard to see because we're doing it right behind the rearview mirror. But on this side of the camera, on this side, if you can see it, the power port and the port for to go to the rear camera is all on this side. So we're just gonna plug the power in right now. We'll do the rear camera in a little bit. And then that gives us how we're gonna route it.
Alright, so once it's connected,
we're just gonna stick it in this for now. Get it routed perfectly, and then we'll get it completely attached right. And it does, what helps a lot actually, for hiding the wire, it does come with a little wedge tool, and then it actually will help you shove that up underneath in between your headliner and the body.
Another big thanks to Blackvue for even providing that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That they even thought that way through instead of you having to use your own tools, or maybe you don't even have one.
Side of the dash, between the dash and the door seal. Just push that in there for now. And like I said, we'll go back and adjust it how we need. And then it's gonna go up underneath the dash. So next, that we got it pretty much ran how we want it. We're gonna do the same for the rear. It does, like I said, it runs off the power and everything off the front camera. Everything, the memory card goes to the front. There's nothing for the rear besides this one cable. So what you're gonna do is pretty much the same thing. Plug it into the side of the camera. Now that cable is connected, what we're going to do is we're going to find the way to route this cable all the way to the back of the cab. We're pretty much going to do the same thing in between the headliner. We're going to probably come down in between the headliner A-pillar and then take it all the way to the back.
One for the rear facing, so which is a good thing, so that way, like we stated in the beginning of the video, if you get rear-ended, it's going to help you, or if you get into a front collision, the front camera is of course going to help you. So he was reading off the box, the front camera is full 4K, you said?
Yeah, 4K for the front at 30 frames per second.
And then for the rear, it's full 1080p at 30 frames per second. So that's actually pretty good for a dash cam, because if you've seen, most of them out there are pretty crappy, just being honest.
Yeah. Crappy's better than not having one at all, but even
True.
better is better.
Exactly. My wire all the way to the back. I do have a lot of extra, as you could tell, so this is awesome. So if you have a big car, it's most likely going to fit it, but all that extra I'm going to try to probably tuck it in the back of here because I don't need this much. I do have my rear facing camera now, and all I need to do is remove this red, just like we did to the front one, to expose the little sticker. And from here, now I just got to figure out where I'm going to be installing this. So that's probably where I'm going to be putting it, so go ahead and stick it. So after a couple seconds, you should be able to let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it. Now that it's connected, I'll go ahead and tuck this wire in.
Tons of extra cable for him because he only has a 4-door truck. This cable's meant to be used in case you have an SUV, so it reaches to the back, or a van or whatnot. So with all that extra cable, you just got to hide it somewhere. With his headliner, he's got enough space up there. It fits perfect. You can't tell it's even up there, so that's how we're going to do it.
So that's pretty much how it's going to look for now for the back. Now we're going to go ahead and clean up the front, and of course we're going to show you guys pictures day and night, so that way you get an idea.
So now that we got the cameras all wired in and everything, we're going to do the battery, the Blackvue battery. Again, you can do it off of the cigarette lighter,
which we're gonna do,
or you can hot wire directly to the battery of the car,
which we probably will do in the future.
Yeah, but for today, we are just gonna do this. And then also, when you do this to the battery, instead of using 2 cigarette ports, we're gonna use the 1 cigarette port. And then it has this accessory that plugs directly into the battery, and it like a dash cam plugs into this. That way you always got power going to your dash cam, so for those unforeseen moments where you're in the shopping center and someone backs into you or whatnot, it'll be covered. So right now we're just going to undo this thing, jigger, and we're gonna plug the magic box in. And this plugs directly into the battery, which here's the battery. Let's undo this actually. It's pretty nice, pretty heavy, pretty thick. So we got, like I said, your expansion, your dash cam, the on off, hardwire or cigarette, you got to choose which one, and then the DC for the power in. So here's the power into it. And then this part is going to go to your dash cam. And then this is where you plug your dash cam into now.
So the wire he just connected, there's the dash cam. It's the wire that comes down that way, through there, and then you connect it here into the female port that goes into the actual battery. And from the battery, there's another out port that goes as a male into the actual truck.
That's pretty much it for that. We're gonna put it on cigarette because that's what we picked. And then it turned on. So now there is it is Bluetooth. There is an app for you to check the power and all that kind of stuff. So we'll go over that shortly.
And the size of this, I'm probably going to stick it probably inside the glove box. I don't really use...
Please do not disconnect the power.
I don't really use my glove box right now. There's a bunch of crap in there, but I'm going to take that out once I get home. But I don't really use the glove box, so I'm probably going to stick it in there. There's different ways where you could put it probably under the seat, or just, yeah.
Or like on this truck, you could put it here. This is a big enough spot, but this is the wireless charging for phones, so you can't put it there.
So it's just under the seat to make it nice and flush. That way no wires show. All the wires are tucked in under here. And I just have this exposed. Hooks there. And the battery starts charging for the parking valet mode.
And then also the power that the cameras are running off is actually the black box. It's not from the truck. So that's actually what's running them right now.
So right now what I'm pretty much going to do is I'm going to go into my phone. I'm going to download, I'm going to go ahead and download the app for the Blackvue Dashcam. And that way I can see the percentage of the battery and stuff like that. Oh no. Okay, so straight out of the box, it is connected now to my actual dash cam, but the battery, it's at 66%, like I said, straight out of the box. So I could always keep tabs on the percentage of the battery, so that's pretty cool. It is charging right now. I have it connected so it can charge.
Thing is, it gives you the temperature of the battery, so those days where it's 100 and something, you can always disconnect it and take it inside so it's not burning up. Battery voltage, that's good, and how much if it was charging, which turn the truck on and see if it all changes.
There it goes.
There you go. So now it's saying that there's input to it, which is good, and all that good stuff. And the red, I guess, means it's charging. Battery's charging, so you're good.
Now you saw how the app works for the Blackvue battery pack. If you decide to purchase this option, you also want to download, of course, the one for the actual dash cam. It's honestly a pretty cool app. Let me go ahead and show you. So okay, I'm connected. Alright, so once you're inside, it just shows you all the videos you have on the actual memory card. That way you don't have to keep removing it and going into your computer and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I'm still not exactly sure how the app works, so I'm not sure what all these buttons are, but maybe in the review video I'll go ahead and go over that. I'm assuming this means when you were reversing, when you were going forward. I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe parking, not 100% sure. And then there are some clips that it shows. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some clips, and then like I said, I'm not gonna show too many because I do want to save those for the actual review video, so stay tuned for that. So right now I'm just gonna show you a couple clips, but in the next video of this actual dash cam I will show you an actual review of it, so that way you guys have a bunch of clips, day and night. Yeah, I mean, as far as the install, you saw it was super simple. It's pretty much just a plug and play. If you guys do want to see the hardwired version, let me know and I will end up doing it if that's what you guys want to see. For myself, I am probably going to do it later on in the future. If you guys want me to record it, let me know. And overall, I mean, this isn't the review video yet, but overall it looks pretty good. Easy to install, anybody can do it. So if you guys like this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.